Hello everyone and welcome to Ink on Paper, and this is 2022 planner setup. I'm so excited. This is a brand new year and we get to set up our planner for 2022. If you guys have not seen my lineup video on my haul that I did last year, I will link that in the iCard above so as you can check out what kind of planners I have here. So let's get started. So for you guys who are new here that have not set up a planner before, there's a lot of thought into setting up a planner and a lot of pre-planning before that. I mean, not as far as planning in the planner, but as far as setting up the items or thinking about how you want to use your planner. I have three planners here. We have a dashboard, we have the vertical, and then we have the new style of planner that I have not used that, and that is the recovery, and that is more like a dashboard. I'm very excited about that. So if you have been with my channel a while, for last year, you know that I have three sections in my planner. I have the catch-all planner, and that planner consists of the budget, business, and my home and meals. So that's why you see three planners are here, because each of these planners hold those sections. So for this beautiful planner right here, I am going to label this as my budget. This is the vertical layout, and this planner here is the dashboard layout, and this would be for my business. And this planner here, the recovery, which is somewhat of a dashboard, and that is going to be for my home. So between these three planners, I need to make a decision about which cover I want to use, which dividers I want to use, and which of the pages I want to use. So that's what we'll be using today when we set up our 2022 planner. And these are the things that you should consider when you get ready to set up yours. Now, from last year in 2021, I used my quilted cover by Happy Planner. I will continue to use that for this year until I come across something else new. So we'll be removing these rings to the regular 1 1/4 inch rings. So like I said, this is going to be an extended long video, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So we have our regular 1 1/4 inch discs, and we're going to remove the extended discs, and we're going to insert these. I've already taken out the pages from last year except for these dividers, and we'll keep those, and the top dividers we'll keep those, but everything else everything else has gone, and we're going to start from fresh. I normally try to do this on camera by removing these discs, but it's so hard to try to get these discs off flawlessly or with grace, and that does not happen, so I'd rather do it off camera. So I'll be right back. Okay everyone, I brought the camera back a bit so you can see everything. And for those who are new to my channel, I Frankenplan my planner. And if you don't know what Frankenplan is, for my definition, is basically like Frankenstein. You take parts of different planners and you bring those parts that you like to one planner to customize how you like to plan. So that's my definition. Everybody have their own definition of what they think Frankenplanning is. So you can create your own planner by Frankenplanning. So what I've done is I exchanged the discs and put them in my quilted planner by Happy Planner. And here are the remaining guts of what we are going to be using. I'm going to go ahead and take some of the pages out of here that I'm not going to transfer over. And we're going to get rid of this cover. This cover came from Jane Agenda. I loved it for 2021. We are going to use the dividers. So we'll keep that, and we're going to use the home, the budget, and I'm missing a tab. I need to go back and find where my tab is. It's for my chores. That's the tab I'm missing. This is from the extension pack, from the home extension pack. So we'll be using that. We'll be using the business top tab. We also be using the same notes and extras. And the reason I'm taking this out a little at a time for those who are new to Happy Planner is because you can easily tear the pages. So it's best just to pull out about 5 sheets from your ring to keep from it being bent or torn or damaged in any kind of way. So these are my extended disc. We are going to get rid of those, bringing out our planners that we'll be using. So now we need to decide if we're going to use some of the covers and the tabs and the calendars. Those are the 3 things that I start with. This is the vertical layout that is new for 2022. I believe it came out last year, October time frame, during that cycle. And we are going to use the covers because I love this cover for 2022. So we're going to take it off of the discs. Okay, and what we're going to put in place of it is the Jane Agenda cover, because we do want our pages to have some protection front and back. So I will put that back on here. Okay, so I like the cover for, so we'll be using the 2022 cover, but we are going to use the tabs from the verticals. And I also like the vertical currently sheets for the 2022. So this is what we're going to use. Also, I like in this planner is the Year at a Glance and also the Perpetual Pages. So this is what we're using out of this planner. Okay, so we are going to take 1 month out of each of the planners that I designated for my catch-all. This is the budget planner, so we're going to take January out of here. This is the business planner, and we're going to take a January out of here. And this is our recovery, so we'll take January from here. Okay guys, so we are going to go ahead and place this to the side, and we're going to assemble all 3 of those planners with the insert pages that I used for last year. So the first thing that I used for last year are the top tabs. So we start with the calendar, so we go ahead and pull that. The calendars that I'm using for the 2022 comes from the Art Deco planner, and I'll also be using the name page, the Year at a Glance, and the Perpetual Pages because they're very neutral and I like that. So that's what we're using for our calendar section. Then we have next is our top tab for the home section. So that would start the first section in our catch-all planner is the home. Now all the tabs that I'll be using this year in 2022 will come from the Art Deco section. So we start with the Art Deco planner, sorry. So we start with January. That would be the first month. We only use 1 month each from each planner for each section. That's the home, budget, and business. We'll be using the recovery planner. Now, one thing that I locked up on is normally I would have to do a lot of pasting and things of that nature, but I don't have to do that this year because the same style monthly planner in the Deco planner is the same as in the recovery. As you can see, I don't have to change anything. The only difference is that the recovery have this little graphic up here, which I don't mind at all. So I looked out on that. So here is our home section. Next is the budget. So we have the meal extension pack, which has the budget in it. So we'll be using that as part of the home. So that goes on top of that. Then we would take our top tab that says budget. Within that home extension, here is the budget tab. So that would go next. The budget section is from the Art Deco planner. So here's the budget section for the Art Deco. That would go next. And next we have the business section. So we have the top tab for that. And then we will be using the Zodiac planner for the business section, which is a dashboard. And I am so happy about that because it is neutral. There is no color at all for the dashboard in the Zodiac section. Then we have our notes top tab, and then our extra top tab, and we have our note section, note paper. Alright, so now let's flip through and see how everything is going. We have our removable adhesive. I love this stuff because it rubs right off once you finish with it, but it holds the pages so nicely. So we have a beautiful winter dashboard. We have our pre-planned sheet for the month of January. Then we have our hello planner. So we have two names that I created, and I'm trying to see which one will look nice. So we have that one. That's the silver one. Which one do you guys think? Let's do the black. Okay. Alright, so we'll leave that there and then we'll peel it off. Okay, so we have our name. We have our year at a glance. We have our perpetual pages. And then that starts us with the home tab, which is our January month. We start, and this is starting the home section. And I don't think I have anything that I need to prep here. So here are the pages for the home. And then we have the chores. Now, I will prep this, I'm thinking, because this is part of the home. So what we are going to do, I don't think I want to have that open because we're not using this page. So we're going to go ahead and use this temporary glue runner. I love this stuff because it is temporary and it rubs right off once you finish with it. So we go ahead and put those pages together. So now I can just go flip straight to the chores. We have our chores page. When we do our monthly setup, I will put the month here. Here is the meal plan. We need a runner on this one. Okay, see, now that flips right from the tab to the first week. And this is the first week of the meal and goes into the second and then the second part. Then we have our budget. For that, got that backwards, y'all. You know, this goes here. This is the reason why I do a run through first. This is temporary. So we'll take this page and we will straight onto the tab. And see, this is what I like about the customized pages, because you can do it any kind of way you want. There is no rule how you want things to go. And then we start with our budget. So this is the first month. We have our sinking fund. Then we go straight into the month, but we're going to put a note sheet here because I decided not to do the month, but we're going to do a temporary tape there. Now I go straight into the week. So we go from my notes section in the budget straight into the first week. And then we come to our currently page for February. This is the projects section. And then we have our project pages. We have our dashboard from Cloth and Paper. And then we have our schedule for the videos in the business section. Then we come to a nice little tab for the business. And then we have our dashboard for the business section, which leads us to the calendar that I am going to temporarily fix. And that way, we'll go straight from here to here. And then we have our 4 weeks, the notes, and then the extras. And that is that. Okay. I think it's set up. Now we can do a final flip through. Okay, everyone, I'm so excited because now we get to do the final flip through of our 2022 calendar. And let's see how it looks. So we're using the same cover that we used last year, the Happy Planner quilted hardcover. We decided to use the cover from the Art Deco 2022 planner as our cover for the home catch-all planner. So I love this. It has 2022 in silver and the rest is in black and white. Gorgeous. The inside of that cover is in black and white spots, which I think is very pretty. We start with our first dashboard for the winter, and that is this gorgeous dashboard that I think is from Planner Society. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is. I will put the items below in the description box once I find out. So that's this dashboard. Then we come to our prep sheet. This is a prep sheet that I created from ink on paper, and we will fill this out before we do our January monthly. Then the first section in our catch-all is our calendar. So we have a top tab for that. Then we have our name page. Hello, this happy planet belongs to. And this was Bree is what I created from my calendar. So from my Cricut, sorry. So let's go ahead and peel this off. Perfect. Love it. That is gorgeous. I don't know what this is, but it's bothering me. I need to get that erase off. Okay, so that's our name page. We come to our year at a glance. I love this. I love that it has the side columns on each side that you can set your goals on or what have you for the year. And then we come to the Perpetual page. If you've been with me for at least 7 months when I started this planner channel, I wanted to use this for all of my annuals, and you will see how that pans out when I do my first plan with me for January. So you'll get a look at that, so stay tuned. And for you that are new and not familiar with how I set up my perpetual calendar, you will get a look at that for the monthly setup. So now that is our calendar. So we have it through December for our perpetual calendar, and it ends in our currently page for January. I do use my currently pages. Sometimes I decorate it, sometimes I don't, but I do use it. Then we come to our top tab from home, and we use all of our tabs now from the Deco planner because I love how it looks. This is January. This is gorgeous. Love it. If you haven't seen what this planner looks like, I will link that in the iCard above from my haul and my lineup, the 2022 planner lineup that I did a couple of months ago. So this is January. And here we come to the first month. And then we come to the first week. This is for our home section. Love this. It does have color, but the color is neutral. I can live with this. You'll see how I set this up. It has a lot of writing in here that I probably won't use. I love that it has this dashboard style. I like that, and I think this is perfect for your home planning. It has a section here that you can put your top 3 sections over here that you put different sections of the home duties that you want to write out, and then you have your days of the week that you can actually insert those duties on, and then you have a section here Monday through Sunday. I think it's perfect for a home layout. So this is what I would be using for my home. And like I said, the colors doesn't bother me, is in neutral, so I can work with this. So we have 4 weeks of that. And then what I did is attach the last week to the chores tab so we can easily flip over to the chores. And here is the first month of chores here. So this is the first week, second week, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So actually this is 6 weeks on this side and 6 weeks on this side for chores. Then we come into our meal plans from our home extension pack, and we temporarily glued our meal plan onto the tab so it can flip easily. So this is our first 2 weeks of the month, and then it starts our second 2 weeks of the month. And then it's attached to the budget tab, so you can flip over into the budget. Then we come to the budget section. We have our top tab for that, and then we have our budget sheet for the month. On the back of that, we have our sinking funds and our budget ledger. We have notes for the budget section because I always do notes. It doesn't matter for the budget, I always do notes. And then I attach the budget notes on to the first month or the first week in the budget because I covered up half of that month there because I decided not to do 3 months in the catch-all, just only 1 month to catch everything. So that's what I decided to do. This is the first week in the budget, and it has 4 weeks here. And then we come to the projects, which I was stated before. We have several projects that I'm thinking about doing. At least one I will do for 2022. Okay, now we come to the business section, and we start with the cloth and paper dashboard, which is a kind of clear paper, and it says raison d'être, which is reason for being. I love that expression, very nice. This is my annual video schedule page where I list all the videos that I will be uploading for the year. So we would set that up in the monthly. We come to a beautiful cloth and paper dashboard, which is from Jill Scott Heron Architecture Building. Very pretty. And then it flips over into the first week in January for the business section dashboard. I love this. It's neutral, and it's like this from January to December, guys. Love it. And we have 4 weeks of that. Then at the end of that, we have the plan of attack. This is from the social media extended pack. That is very helpful. I love this. I use it every week. And we have the plan of attack. This is where I list my videos that I uploaded and it's completed. I check it off. Any notes I need to put here, I will do so. And I do that. And on back of here, it has inspiration, content ideas, hashtags, and theme ideas. I do use that also. We come to the focus section, which I write down different details about each video. For instance, I will put the hashtags on here, or the time lapse for certain content inside the video for cards. So that's what I use the weekly focus on. Here's the write it down section. I love this section of the social media because I write down a lot of notes. It could be for the books that I read or anything like that for improving my channel. And then lastly, we come for upcoming projects. This is where I put all my collaborations that I will have for the year, or for that week, or for that month. It depends on how busy I am. And then we come to the notes section where I put all of my notes that I used in the planner. I put them back here for reference, so it would always be here if I could go back and reference it. And then we have the extra tabs for more note paper. And that is it. So that is it for how I set up my planner. Here is the thickness of it. As you can see, I have plenty of room. Loved how the tabs shows all the areas in the planner, and perfect. And like I said, I do 1 month at a time. I will see you guys for another 12 months of planning from Ink on Paper. If you're new to this channel, thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.